What is Rewire? Rewire is a software protocol developed by Propellerhead and Steinberg in 1998. Rewire is a system for transferring audio data between two computer applications in real time. Basically, you could view Rewire as an invisible cable that streams audio from one computer program into another. Rewire functions by enabling the primary DAW, like Pro Tools, to control another software program like Reason, making the DAW the master and the Rewire application the slave, syncing timelines and MIDI data. To use Rewire in Pro Tools, first we need an instrument track, or a MIDI plus an aux track. Create a stereo or mono track based on what signal path your slave is going to deliver. More on this in a moment. Now, in the Inserts column, add Reason, just as you would any other software instrument, like Expand. In Reason, you should notice that the green sound card display should read Rewire Slave Mode. Now, create whichever instrument you want, but do not add a mixer as you would in Reason standalone mode. In this case, I'll create both a stereo and a mono instrument, say a Thor and a subtractor. Next, flip your rack. Make sure that Thor is connected to the hardware output slots 1 and 2. Then make sure you connect subtractor to hardware output 3. Then go back to Pro Tools. In Pro Tools, click on the Reason insert on your stereo track. Make sure the Rewire engine says Reason Mix Left, Mix Right. This corresponds to the hardware output 1 and 2 in Reason. This connects the I/Os for Thor. Then, make sure that your instrument column connects to Thor. If not, do it now. Next, do the same for Subtractor. Notice though that because it is mono, Rewire only presents one number. Put this on 3 to match Subtractor from the Reason output. This is a good time to notice that Rewire mimics hardware. The output from Reason is connecting to the Rewire input in Pro Tools. If you're not hearing sound, be sure that this is one of the first things you check, and that your headphones are plugged in. Now you're ready to record. Simply record enable your track and record in Pro Tools. You'll see the MIDI in your track. Why does this work? Because once again, MIDI is not audio. Reason carries the sound and outputs it to Pro Tools, which triggers it from the MIDI information. This is advantageous in many ways. It allows you to use redrum without exporting MIDI info. Why? Because MIDI is data, not sound, so the data is the same despite the source. However, for greater control over drum tracks, rewire each individual redrum channel to its own Pro Tools track the same way you would for an individual instrument. Finally, it is very important to note that you must save your Reason file independently from your Pro Tools file. That said, it's best to save it in the same parent folder as your Pro Tools session for better housekeeping. Now, get to work and have fun.